sang ahli bedah mata yang sudah menginspirasi banyak orang, ngebantuin banyak banget orang. Sudah dibuatkan filmnya namanya The Sight, bertobat dan terima Tuhan Yesus hanya karena dia mengerti apa sih yang terjadi di dalam mata manusia. Langsung kita dengar kesaksiannya seperti apa dan bagaimana dia menginspirasi, membantu banyak banget orang di dunia ini.
I came to America with only $50, knowing no one in this country, could hardly speak English, even though I was poor, but I was happy because I was free.
Dr. Ming Wang is an internationally acclaimed laser eye surgeon who has pioneered multiple vision correction techniques. His life story is told in the film Sight. When he came to America as a poor Chinese immigrant, he saw only opportunity and eventually earned a PhD in laser physics from MIT and an MD from Harvard.
I came from China as an atheist. I believed nothing but science. I was studying the structure of eye in med school, and I realized that the human eye is so complicated. Trillions of cells has to line up perfectly for visual signal capturing and interpretation. If any one of those cells gets out of line, the person will be born blind. So I had a big problem, and the atheist me at the time, that how could so many cells form in such a short period of time out of randomness? So I kept on asking a professor, and he said, Ming, what's a cross street? I said, that's a car. He said, what's the difference between a car and a human eye? As a human eye is a lot more complicated. He said, okay. Can you imagine how a random piece of metal form itself into a car? I said, no way. And he said, how about human eye? So right there, he opened a window in my life, making me realize that it was formed with a specific purpose for vision. So there's a designer, a creator behind that. And I start with my journey believing first there's a creator, there's a God, and later on, more specifically, the God is in the form of Jesus Christ. And Christ has died for our sin so that we could have a chance for eternity.
Dr. Wang began his career at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. Years later, he started the Wang Vision Institute, establishing a foundation to restore sight for orphans from around the world.
So far, I have done 55,000 laser vision corrections, including on over 4,000 doctors. Our foundation, we're being able to help many patients from around the world, from over 55 countries, dedicated to blind orphan children.
Kajal, a little girl from India, had acid poured in her eyes by her stepmother. Prayerfully, he attempted surgery, but was crushed with disappointment.
The surgery failed because her damage was too severe to be repaired. When I opened her eyes during the surgery, my Christian faith was fundamentally shaken at that time. I felt that if it's God, you're so loving, why would let you something horrible happen in the first place? But even if it happened, why didn't you answer our prayer to trying to rescue Kajal's eyesight in such a helpless, precious child? So for many months, I was very down, and I felt that I couldn't continue this line of work to help more blind orphan children. And I felt that God didn't care to answer our prayer.
That year, at his annual fundraising event called The Eyeball, Kajal and her host families were special guests. One of the boys that spent time with Kajal throughout the year said something that surprised Dr. Wang.
The boy turned around, talked to his father behind him, said, Dad, I'm okay. I don't need an iPod anymore. So standing on the side with Kajal on my side, I was looking at the boy. All of a sudden, something dawned on me, that Kajal's suffering and how she dealt with it. She was able to move on, do the best with what life has dealt with her, and still find joy and happiness in her life, has positively impacted those kids around her, make those American kids who grew up in this country appreciate more what they have. So I realized that Kajal, even though she couldn't see, there was no light coming from outside. Light could emanate from within if one has love. So I've come to realize that as a Christian, the ultimate test of the strength of our faith It's not when we pray something, God immediately give us what we pray for. It's when we pray something, God seemingly did not answer the prayer and give us what we want. Can we still maintain faith and the confidence in Him, believing that He will answer, but in His way, at His time?
Today, Dr. Wang continues to help orphans regain their vision. His autobiography, From Darkness to Sight, is now a major motion picture. He hopes his journey will help others start theirs.
Seeing the film Sight will make the young people in America realize today they do not have to choose between science or faith. They can choose science and faith. So by making a case to the young people, many of them are rapidly leaving churches. That science and faith to work together in this very rapid developing scientific era, we have the best chance to bring those young people back to church.
Video singkat hanya 5 menit tapi artinya dalam banget, banyak banget poin yang bagus banget, banyak banget itu yang bisa dijadiin quotes ya di Instagram, di sosial media. Luar biasa. Bagaimana di awal dia menyadari bahwa iya ya, matanya manusia itu kompleks banget ya. Sampai kalau ada satu yang salah aja itu orang lahirnya buta tuh, nggak lahir dengan penglihatan normal. Dan di situ dia sadar, iya ini ada penciptanya. Ada Tuhan yang menciptakan ini. Nggak mungkin tiba-tiba acak aja lahir begitu. Nggak mungkin. Pasti ada yang atur. Tuhan Yesus. Tapi seiring berjalannya iman kita, ini kayak perjalanan iman kita aja gitu. Dimana kita udah mulai belajar percaya sama Tuhan. Kita doa sesuatu dan tidak dijawab. Kita kecewa sama Tuhan. Sama. Tadi diceritakan dengan si Kajol ya. Anak dari India yang sayang banget gitu ya. Dibutain sama ibu tirinya sendiri, itu sedih banget sih. Tapi gimana Tuhan bisa berperkara lewat itu? Kajol bisa meresponin itu dengan baik ya, meskipun pasti berat banget dalam hidupnya, tapi dia bisa bersyukur, dia bisa jalanin hidup. Dan teman-temannya si Kajol itu jadi bersyukur juga. Aduh Tuhan, thank you ya, aku masih punya mata. Kajol aja kayak gini ya, matanya rusak, tapi dia masih bisa loh senang, masih bisa ketawa. Aduh aku kurang bersyukur. Sometimes kita nggak ngerti Tuhan kenapa sih nggak jawab doanya kita, kenapa Tuhan biarkan ini terjadi, kenapa biarkan itu terjadi. Itu urusan Tuhan, bukan urusanmu. Bagian kita adalah respon yang benar seperti apa. Caranya respon yang benar gimana? Gimana cara kita tahu cara menjalankan hidup yang baik dan benar? Baca Alkitab, baca firman Tuhan. Di situ sudah sangat banyak tokoh-tokoh Alkitab yang kita bisa contoh teladanin. Apalagi Tuhan Yesus sendiri. Anak-anaknya Tuhan Yesus juga banyak. Daud, bagaimana dia merespon. Wah itu bacalah, itu benar-benar bagaimana waktu dia diserang, bagaimana waktu murid-murid hadapi badai, apa yang Tuhan Yesus lakukan, apa yang Tuhan Yesus ngomong, gimana cara Tuhan Yesus ngajarin murid-muridnya. Itu banyak banget, itu pedoman hidupnya kita. Dan itu dipelajarin seumur hidup. Karena nggak bisa, aku udah baca nih satu hari nih Alkitab, langsung gue suci, langsung gue bener. Nggak bisa. Baca dan lakukan. Lakukannya kan susah ya. Tapi itu ya, itulah proses, itulah ujian-ujian. Kita lakukan lewat ujian-ujian. Sama kalau kita ke sekolah, perlu ada ujian. Biar apa? Biar naik kelas. Kalau kita nggak ada ujian, ya nggak naik kelas gitu. Di situ-situ aja, tinggal kelas terus. Bahkan turun kali. Dan itu yang Tuhan mau dalam hidupmu. Naik kelas. Lewat apa? Problem yang ada, ujian yang ada, pencobaan-pencobaan yang kamu hadapi tidak melebihi kekuatanmu. Jangan andalkan diri sendiri, andalkan Tuhan. Itu aja untuk video hari ini. Tuhan Yesus memberkati.